Hi guy, I'm Laurie from AI Elephant.
Hi guys, I'm Leo.
Hello and welcome. Imagine a room where 6 of the foundational figures of modern AI are gathered: Yoshua Bengio, Hinton, Yann LeCun, along with Fei-Fei Li, and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang and Buildout.
Wow, that is practically the AI Avengers assembled. If they're all together, are they deciding the future of humanity? Chuckles.
Chuckles close enough. They recently shared a top engineering prize. FT Live brought them together for a conversation, and that dialogue perfectly outlines the current AI revolution, how it started, where we are now, and most importantly, where it is headed. The discussion started with a fascinating question. What was the aha moment in your career? Their answers, when put together, actually spell out the 3 essential pieces of the puzzle for this revolution: algorithms, data, and compute.
We hear those 3 terms all the time. What specifically were their aha moments?
Take the kindling of algorithms. Hinton said that back in 1984, he trained a tiny language model using back-propagation. He found that by merely predicting the next word, the machine actually started learning the meaning of the words.
1984! Why did it take us until now for the revolution to explode?
Hinton answered that himself, because back then, there was no compute and no data that naturally connects to the second piece. Data professor Fei-Fei Li shared her aha moment.
The ImageNet story, right?
Exactly. She realized that human infants grow up inundated with data, while our machines were starved with data. This led her to make the crazy decision to build ImageNet. Her conclusion: big data drives machine learning.
So we had the algorithmic kindling, the data fuel, all that was left was an engine.
And that is compute. Buildout invented stream processing to solve the memory wall problem, which evolved into GPU computing. Jensen Huang's moment was about scaling. He realized he could apply the scaling logic used for designing chips to this new software deep learning, allowing it to run seamlessly across thousands of GPUs.
So, it was algorithms, data, and compute all clicking together around 2010, and then boom!
Precisely. However, Yoshua Bengio presented a very different kind of aha moment. He said that when ChatGPT came out 2.5 years ago, his reaction was, "Ooh-ho, what are we doing?" He started seriously considering safety and control, which fundamentally changed his research agenda.
That aha moment sounds more like a warning.
Bengio's worry actually leads us to another core framework, which was Professor Li's second major insight. When she realized AI was becoming a civilizational technology set to affect every single industry,
She also started worrying.
she started thinking, what is our guiding framework? She believed the goal shouldn't just be innovation, but to bring benevolence and well-being to everyone through this powerful technology. That is why she co-founded the Human-Centered AI Institute, HCAI, at Stanford.
I see. So Bengio saw the danger, and Professor Li is trying to install a compass to navigate it.
Yes, the HCAI framework insists on keeping humanity and human values in the center of this technology. This gives us a crucial perspective for the debate that follows.
Speaking of debates, Laurie, with all the global fervor around AI and NVIDIA's skyrocketing valuation, does this feel like a new dot-com bubble or the start of a new era's build-out?
This was one of the most critical questions. Jensen Huang, the arms dealer at the center of the wave, was adamant. This is not a bubble.
What was his reasoning?
He made a key distinction. During the 2000 dot-com bubble, the vast majority of the fiber deployed were dark, meaning they weren't T-used. Today, almost every GPU you could find is lit up and used.
Meaning the demand is real. We are actually consuming this intelligence.
Yes, he introduced a core concept, iFactories. Traditional software is pre-compiled with low compute needs, but AI must generate intelligence in real time. This requires a whole new industry, which is the AI factory.
So we're not buying a concept, we're building factories to produce intelligence.
Buildout agreed, stating we are riding a multiple exponential curve and might only be at 1% of the ultimate demand. Fei-Fei Li also added that AI is still a very young field with far more frontiers like spatial intelligence yet to be conquered.
Well, 1%. It sounds like the engineers NVIDIA are extremely optimistic about their future. What about the scientists, LeCun, for example?
Yann LeCun offered a much more nuanced perspective. He used a form of dialectics. He agreed that from an application development standpoint, it is not a bubble. The current investment is justified.
But I know there is a but.
Chuckles, but if the idea is that just the current LLM paradigm can be pushed to human-level intelligence, then that is a bubble.
He thinks the LLM road ends soon.
He is certain of it. His exact words were, "We're missing something big still." He believes we need a few breakthroughs before reaching human, or even cat-level intelligence.
Got it. The engineers are frantically building out, while the top scientists are saying, hold on, we might need a new blueprint.
Bengio also expressed similar caution. He warned that past success doesn't mean future success, and if market expectations are not met, financial consequences are possible.
Okay, let's get to the biggest question. HCAI or superintelligence? When will they be as smart as us or even surpass us?
This was the most fascinating part of the event, because their views completely split, revealing fundamental disagreements about the definition of intelligence.
Spill it! Give me the timelines.
The first answer, from Jensen Huang, was the most pragmatic, he said. We're already there, meaning AI has enough general intelligence to be useful, so worrying about the precise definition doesn't matter.
Chuckles, a very CEO-like answer, punting the ball. Next!
Jeff Hinton was specific. He redefined the question to, how long until if you debate this machine, it always wins? His answer, definitely coming within 20 years.
20 years? That is a little unsettling.
Hold that thought. Buildout immediately countered by saying that is the wrong question. He argued that the goal of AI isn't to replace humans, but to augment humans.
I like that. AI handles the compute, and we handle the creativity and empathy.
Just as you get comfortable, Yoshua Bengio immediately said, I beg to differ.
Oh, he directly opposed Buildout.
Yes, Bengio explicitly said, I see no reason why we wouldn't, at some point, be able to build machines that can do essentially everything we can do. He also pointed to an accelerant. AI is now being used to do AI research, which could unlock many other things, creating a super feedback loop.
AI researching AI, that is...
So, this discussion ultimately leaves us with two fundamentally different mindsets, two visions for the AI endgame.
On one side, the augmentation model, represented by Buildout and Jensen Huang.
Yes, AI as the ultimate tool, there to enhance uniquely human creativity and empathy. In this model, AI is complementary.
And on the other, the equivalence model from Bengio and Hinton.
They believe AI can eventually converge with, or even surpass, human intelligence. In this model, AI is a potential successor. This explains why Bengio is so fixated on safety from the very beginning.
What about Professor Li, her human-centered and airplane versus bird analogy?
She perhaps offers a third path, AI as a different species. It is not trying to mimic the bird, it is becoming the airplane. It evolves on its own track. But in her model, no matter how high or fast it flies, human intelligence will always be critical.
So, there is no single clear answer for the future.
That is right. And perhaps the most critical takeaway is that the people building the future are openly debating these very possibilities. And we, as listeners, need to start deciding which future do we hope to live in.